Good evening, I'm Leah Lando. The SPCA has a tough fight on its hands tonight with an accused hoarder who's trying to get her animals back. News 4's George Rickert joins us now with an update on the case against Beth Hoskins. George?
Well, both sides have a lot riding on this case. The owner calls this a $2 million herd of horses. The SPCA took them and is spending thousands of dollars a day to keep them.
We have had tremendous support from the general public.
And the SPCA has needed that support, already spending over $200,000 in donations to care for the 73 horses that they seized from a farm in the town of Aurora. Today, for the first time, they showed us photos from that day, back in March, when some of the horses were caked in their own manure. But attorneys for owner Beth Hoskins say the SPCA purposely came at the worst time of year for horse owners, that Hoskins was using what the USDA calls a recommended procedure in the winter, using a combination of straw and horse manure as insulation in the stables. But the SPCA doesn't see it that way.
It took 4 weeks to get the manure out of the horses' coats. Some of them, it actually they were raw.
These are pictures of one horse named Nina, which had an abscess tooth infection. Today, the SPCA showed us her progress.
But, I mean, she's been seen by a veterinarian probably 25 times since she has been here. She's had to have multiple farrier work done on her feet.
Earlier this week, State Supreme Court Justice Joseph Glonia suggested the SPCA try to work out a compromise for Hoskins to get some of the horses back and pay for their care. But the SPCA wants to take this to trial.
If you had a child that was abused or neglected, wouldn't you be concerned about returning that child before you've had a chance to really examine what the reasons for all that? It's the same thing with these horses.
Now, this case goes back to court July 12th. Coming up at 6, the SPCA makes a public plea to the judge, a plea that the defense claims is inappropriate. Reporting live, George Rickert, News 4 at 5:30.